So we are going to the first module, which is an introduction to the financial markets. That's the first module we're looking at. So for many people who are interested in trading Forex, one of the things that I've learned over time in terms of how they look at it is they often think about Forex just as something that's really, really like strange and, and very, very different, from what they're familiar with. But I always find it very helpful to get started with saying that look, forex trading is like a subset of the larger financial markets, and so I just find that it's very useful to provide an introduction into what exactly the financial market is. So the financial market is a place where buyers and sellers meet to trade financial assets. All right. So just think about the traditional market where you've got buyers and you've got sellers, and then you've got all of those things that are the things that buyers and sellers meet to trade. So then think about it uh, that rather than the traditional market trading in commodities and real life stuff, in the financial markets, what is traded is are financial assets. Okay, those are assets that have a price. Okay, and there's usually a contract type or a transactional type around it. All right, so let's take a look at some of those financial assets. We're looking at stocks. Okay, usually stocks have prices that are determined by demand and supply. So you can get buyers and sellers seek to trade stocks within the financial market. So you've got bonds. Okay, bonds represent contracts between a lender and a borrower. Usually also come at with transactional details. So you can have buyers and sellers trading bonds. Usually, though the sellers of bonds are governments or corporate companies, while the buyers are, individuals a lot of times or investment companies who buy these terms and exchange them essentially, within the financial market. Then we've got forex, which is really why you're here, which is really what you're interested in learning. Which of course buyers and sellers seek to trade forex pairs, currency pairs. They buy and sell them, exchange them for one another. So this is not done just anywhere; it's done within the financial markets. And then you have commodities. Commodities are like include like oil. You've got wheat. You've got uh, groundnut. Commodities. Yeah, commodities. So we have financial assets that have been made from commodities. Again, buyers and sellers meet within the financial markets to trade these commodities. And then you've got derivatives as well. Now, the purpose of making this introduction is to get you to know that when we talk about Forex, it's really some sort of a subset. The Forex market is like a subset of the financial markets. Essentially, the principle is very similar. Okay, very similar. We would look at what slight differences might exist, but in the grander picture, okay, the principles are pretty similar. That's why you're going to find people comparing how much traders actually trade the forex pairs as compared to the stock, certain stock market locations and whatnot. So this is principally what the financial market is. So as a trader, okay, so when you talk about traders, you're talking about participants within this particular ecosystem. So when you say you're a trader, you're either here on the buyer side or here on the seller side, playing within the financial markets, then on the other side now trading these assets. So that's pretty much the idea of the financial markets.